Shout out Set Go Recruits.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Set Go Recruiting Show. I'm your host, Luke Turner. Over here at Set Go Recruits, we interview some of the top high school football recruits in the country. Make sure you go like, comment, subscribe, and follow the Instagram in the description below. Stay tuned, and you don't want to miss this episode. Today, I'm here with Class of 27, four-star, number 3 ranked interior offensive lineman in the nation, Albert Simien, out of Sam Houston High School. Bro, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great, bro. Can't complain. The weather, it's nice. It's nice out here in California. Um, and then, bro, how was this past off season for you?
The off season was great. Me and my team really got a chance to develop together and really get that team chemistry going for us.
Yeah. And then, I know you guys are kind of getting into summer ball, wrapped up spring ball a while ago. How was it to be back with your team, back with some of your guys?
It was a refresher to get to know most of the new guys coming in and really just to get the whole vibe and dynamic of the team and really experience and get to know how the flow of our team really is going to be.
Yeah. So you said you're kind of getting that feel, what this upcoming season is going to be like.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And then, with that being said, what are you most excited for this upcoming season?
To really see our new guys really prove themselves this season because we're going to need a bunch of our players to really show out and really develop and show their potential on and off the field.
Yeah. And then is there any personal goals that you have set for this season?
Just to give my guys a win as much as possible. That's it for me.
Yeah, just to win, go
Yeah.
all the way, win the state championship.
Yes, sir.
And then being an offensive lineman, who would you say that you kind of modeled your game or model your play style after?
Ooh, I have to say a little bit Trent Williams,
Yeah.
but that's everyone's go-to to be honest. He's the GOAT.
No, yeah, for sure. He's a beast. Do you watch like a lot of his film, kind of analyze his game?
Yes, me and my teammates really kind of indulge and get ourselves in depth with the top O-line guys in the NFL.
Yeah. And then take us through like a summer day in the life of Albert Simeon.
Ooh, so we got like it's gonna be an early wake up, like around 6, just to get to the field for 7, and then it'll be like an hour or two workout with football. Go home to recover for about an hour 30 minutes, and then go back to basketball at the high school, just to really get some time in with those guys and develop. And there's gonna be probably another 30 minutes or so back at home, and then get another lift in.
Oh, so you play basketball too?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's awesome. What position do you play?
I play center.
Okay, sweet. Could we possibly see you playing basketball and football in college or
Maybe that's the hopes.
yeah. So you would want to play both sports in college.
Yes, sir.
And then so being a four-star interior offensive lineman, one of the top guys in the country, what's some adversity you had to overcome to get to where you are now?
I'd say the only adversity I've ever experienced is going from my freshman year of playing D line and then having to go switch to O line. I never played O line.
Oh, really? How was that transition and switching from D line to O line and switching positions?
Well, everyone says they're pretty much the same, but they're totally different. You gotta
Yeah, for
switch a
sure.
whole mindset to it. It's a lot.
Yeah. Was it kind of hard at first to switch positions?
It was. Coach kept telling me I was dancing with 2 left feet the entire time, so it was it was a bit of a struggle, but we got there.
Yeah. And then kind of transitioning, let's talk recruiting for a second. What was
Yeah.
that feeling like getting your first offer?
Getting the first offer is always exciting and a bit of a thrill, but really getting to experience that with my parents, that was a blessing.
Yeah. Where were you like what was like the setting when you got your first offer?
So me and my parents were at LSU, and we were just like chilling out, expecting, thinking it was just like another game invite. And so they had took us to the side and got us a little meeting with the O-line coach. And so he kind of broke it down and chopped it up with us for a little minute, just talking about recruiting and what football process and how college ball is transitioning to with NIL. And so then he would give us the offer, and they were more shocked than I was. 'Cause I was like, "Yo, this is kind of crazy." I was like, my teammates were kind of like telling me, "Oh, whoa, you going to LSU? Going to LSU?" Because like I was telling them I got the invite, and they were like, hey, "Ain't no way, ain't no way." It was just good
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah, that had to have felt good being like your first offer to come from an in-state school, especially a school like LSU.
Yeah,
And then have you got on any visits recently?
I've done a bunch of camp visits recently for this
Okay.
summer.
Okay, what camps did you go to?
I've been to Nebraska, A&M, Oklahoma, LSU, Florida. I've just been making the rounds
Okay,
basically.
so you've been going to a lot of camps.
Yeah.
Have you been kind of like visiting the school as well or like any
I've done
schools
a
as well
good
or
I've done a good bit of, like camp visits, but also I like toured some campuses also. I really
yeah,
gotta like know the feel of like how they're all structured.
yeah. What were some schools that kind of if there's any, what were some schools that have kind of early on like stuck out to you?
Nebraska, A&M, and LSU really have like campus wise stuck out a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then do you have any like more visits coming up anytime soon?
Not anything close, but during season I'll have a few visits lined up.
And then kind of a side question. I wasn't planning on asking this. What would you say is like do you have a hobby outside of football or do you have any favorite hobbies or things you like to do for fun like with your friends or even by
Hobbies,
yourself?
I would say playing video games and driving cars with my older brother. That'd be my main hobbies.
Okay. What's your favorite video game to play?
Ooh, Call of Duty. That's
Oh,
the
really?
best. Yes.
You Black Ops guy or
Black Ops, yes, sir.
yeah.
That was the
You
main one.
you play any like football, like college football or any of those games?
Ooh. Nah, I'm good at sports, but I can't get the video games down. Nah.
So you're kind of as far as the video game side goes, you kind of just go with Call of Duty and those type of games.
Oh, yes.
And then my last question for you is I ask everyone this. I know there's a lot of kids out there who want to be in your position one day, who want to be a top recruit, want to be getting recruited by a lot of D1 schools and go on these visits and go to camps and they dream of being in your position one day. And I was just wondering what advice would you give to the kids watching and the younger players watching?
The advice I have is just trust the process. That's really the only thing you can do.
Just trust the process.
Trust the process. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You kids listening, just trust the process. Keep working hard and just grind and trust that you're going to get to the place you want to go. And then, bro, that was my last question for you. I just really appreciate you for coming on the show and being down to do this interview. I'm
Oh,
looking
yes,
forward
sir.
to watching you this season and keeping up with you.
Thank you.